Okay, today we're going to be going over the top 10 Mozzy songs. Mozzy is a rapper from Sacramento, California, as you all probably know. And today we're going to be going over some of my personal favorite top 10 songs. Now, these aren't necessarily in order, and as well, there's some features on here. So I guess you could kind of say it's the top 10 Mozzy verses, or I mean, some of them are solo songs, others are verses. So just a little disclaimer there, but let's get right into it, yeah? Number one, I Ain't Tellin'. Now, this is on the album Next Body on You, Part 2. I Ain't Tellin', it's got an amazing beat. The beat really is great. It's a good laid back, chill song, good for driving, good for relaxing. And um, I would say that my favorite part of it is probably the opening few lines and I'm not going to sing them for you, but you can go ahead and listen to it, and it's quite good. So this is kind of uh, it's a little bit more of a sneaky one. This isn't necessarily always in the conversation when you talk about the best Mozzy songs, but for me, this is one of my all-time favorites, and honestly, probably in the top five, if not the top three for me. Pheno Grigio. Okay, this is with Burner and Currency. This is actually, I believe, a joint album with Burner and Currency, and this is a Mozzy feature on this album. But despite that, his verse on it is just, I mean, he's spitting. Again, chill song. It's not that hard rap that Mozzy can also do. We'll see some of those songs here in the coming slides, but Pheno Grigio, amazing song just to hang out and listen to. I love the Mozzy Burner collabs. It's always great. Throw Currency in there, of course. Who doesn't like Currency? So let's go on to the next one. Self Love is Powerful. Again, another feature here from Mozzy. But I like the message of this song. Mozzy's, as you can see, there's kind of a theme with me. I like the more chilled kind of songs, more or less. Um, and I really think that this is a great verse from Mozzy. I like the message of it. I like the tonality of his voice when he's rapping his verse, and the lyrics are insightful and inspiring. And I just really overall love this song. And the title is great because it's true. Self love is powerful. Let's move on to the next slide. Last Drill. This is more of a classic Mozzy song. This is off the album Gang Related Siblings. This is June on the Beat and Mozzy. And this song is featuring Mozzy Twin and Young Mizzy. And I think the lyrics on this are rather intriguing because they are kind of highlighting some themes of the life of Mozzie and the life of some of the other people in the songs. I would imagine I don't know that much about these other people in the songs, but it's kind of talking about the circumstances that they were brought up in and their relationship, kind of with the mother and all of that, and I find it interesting and also a good insight into um, some themes and some topics that maybe me or other people don't particularly get to understand in its entirety very often. Last Drill, great song. I'll never tell him shit. This is a single, I believe. Just a good overall kind of classic Mozzy song where he can, um, he's it's not maybe his deepest song, but it's very cool. It's got cool lyrics, um, and it's similar to I Ain't Tellin'. It's got both the titles kind of mean the same thing, but it's newer than I Ain't Tellin', and it's got an interesting kind of um, style, a different flow, and it honestly is a good kind of way to juxtapose the two songs and see the progression of Mozzy as an artist. Rat Facts. Okay, this is off the album Bladadah, which for a lot of people is their favorite Mozzy album. For me, I would say, yeah, probably it is in its entirety. If we're looking at albums in their entirety, yes, Bladadah probably is my favorite as well. Um, but I think it's important to know that this album, at least for me, this is when Mozzy really was taking off for me, and it was great to be listening to this album and driving around and enjoying it. And this song Rap Facts, if you were around for that point in time, I'm drawing a blank on the year. I don't want to get it wrong and sound like an idiot, but if you're around for this time, you definitely heard this song in a car while you're driving. It's super, um, just a great quintessential Mozzy song. This also has E Mozzy and Celly Rue, two people that you'll see on a lot of Mozzy songs, and they have their own music as well, of course. Two rappers, also both from Sacramento, I believe. Celly Rue, definitely. E Mozzy, I would imagine so, but I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, Rap Facts, great song. Colors, another feature. This is with Freddie Gibbs and G Perico. Great song. Um, Again, Mozzy's opening few bars on this. He's got the last verse. He kind of hits it home. If you think about a relay race, he's the anchor runner. His verse, I would say, is the strongest. It's my favorite. I mean, of course, I'm partial. I like Mozzy more than Freddie Gibbs and G Perico. Not to say that they're not both good rappers, but anyway, I digress. Um, yeah, his first few bars on this song, absolutely great. Love them, and it's just overall a good song with some cultural significance in there. And again, it's similar to Last Drill in the sense that it gives you an insight into some themes that come up here again and again. So overall educational, and I appreciate the song. All I Ever Known. This is also off Blotted Off, featuring Sally Rue as well. Just a really good song. Don't have a ton to say on it aside from the fact that if you've heard it, you know it's Mozzy. It's one of those songs where you listen to it and it's just quintessential Mozzy. So we'll move right on past that one. But just because I don't have a ton to say on it doesn't mean that it's not an excellent song. It is. If you haven't heard it, give it a listen. Red Nose Bully. Okay, this is off Children of the Slums, a more recent album of Mozzy's. Now, for most people, myself included, there's a heyday of a rapper. To me, a rapper, it's kind of like like an athlete, where there's definitely a prime, and then they move past that prime. Now, I'm not saying Mozzy's out of his prime, but this is one of the later albums, and the classic songs, if you will, they become fewer and fewer. But I would say this Red Nose Bully song definitely deserves a spot on this top 10. It's great. It's got a kind of a classic Mozzy beat for me, and it goes got some good sentimental lyrics, and it goes along well with the sentimental beat. And yeah, I really appreciate this song, and I think it's great. Okay, I don't think this is the most famous Mozzy song, but it's one of them for sure. And this is the last one on here. Everybody loves it. Bladadah, off the album Bladadah. And just the flow on this is amazing. I think this is a song that really got me into Mozzy, and the flow on it really speaks for itself. And the interlude, they do they an interlude. It's kind of like an intermission in the song where they have a paid in full. I'm so coke on these streets, hash, weed, heroin, blah 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 blah. It's a good interlude. I like it, and the whole thing is it's just excellent. To me, this song, this is kind of what I think about when I think about Mozzy, quintessential Mozzy. Great song, Mozzy, great artist. If you haven't listened to these songs, give them a listen. Love all of these songs. If you think I should have put something else, let me know. Always happy to learn about different songs. And yeah, thank you for watching.